What is going on everyone, Steve Harvey here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can get started with your investing as a beginner, okay? And that's with very little money at all, okay? Even as little as $5. But it doesn't matter how much money you have to invest, it's all about getting started, guys, because if you start investing, it's just going to snowball from there, and that's why it doesn't matter if you only have $5, $10, or $20, just get that money, invest it, don't leave it sitting in a bank account. But before we get started with the video, I would like to ask you to hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already, because that way you can keep updated with my videos. I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a update with my portfolio along the way. So if you want to keep updated, hit that little bell, then you'll know that a video is coming out. Otherwise, at the end of the video, if you liked it, or maybe you've actually signed up and you've invested some money, then hit that like button and comment below that you've invested, and I can reply to it as soon as possible. However, as usual, we will jump into my laptop here and I'll show you where we're going to start. Now, the website I'm going to be using, guys, is called Sharesies, okay? And because I'm from New Zealand, it is a New Zealand company, which is why I obviously use it. However, Sharesies was started in June 2017, so it's been running for almost 2 years now. But what they actually do is they actually cover that barrier of investing, okay? So it means that if you only have $50 to invest, you can actually invest it instead of only people that have maybe $50,000 plus or $10,000 plus. It actually allows anyone with any amount of money to actually just get started, because that's what it's all about. Like I said, it's all about getting started. So if we take a look at the home screen here, it says it right there, making investing easy. So you can actually start investing as soon as today, and you can actually see how much you could be getting. So we can see here, how much could I get? This is what it'll show you. So if you just want to do $10 a week, $50 a week, $100 a week, you can see here how much better off you could be. And this is just investing in the New Zealand top 50. So that's the top 50 companies in New Zealand. And you can see if you contributed this much, so $26,100 will actually give you an investment gain of $12,575. Who wouldn't want that, right? And that's over the last 5 years as well, so we'll keep that in mind. So why should you sign up? Well, first of all, it's 24/7 access. So it means you can buy, sell, or track anytime you want, and from any device. So it could be your laptop, it could be your mobile phone. Sharesies actually has a really awesome program or application for that, no matter what device. And we'll actually get into that back office sort of stuff very shortly. There are no brokerage fees, so it means you can actually buy, sell as much as you like without any of those fees incurring. And then we have free withdrawals. So maybe you're in a sticky situation and you need that money as soon as possible, you can actually do it. So it's any amount, any time, real simple, no questions asked. Like I said, if you're a beginner and you're not too sure what to be investing in, they give you expert tips, okay? So you can see up the top here, they've got the blog. So you can go to the blog and actually see some expert tips through there and follow along. Or like you're watching right now, you're watching YouTube. So just go through YouTube and find out for yourself, because this video isn't me giving you advice on what to invest in, okay? So don't follow any of that. I will show you my investments, but it doesn't mean you have to copy me. You can do whatever you like. And the last one here for signing up, which is one of my favorites, is you can actually have access to create a Sharesies kids account. And that's something I'd highly recommend for any of you parents watching this video. And it's going to be something I will be doing whenever I have kids in the future. But you can create an account. And the awesome thing with creating a kids account is that actually the fees for the account is half the price of what a regular account is. So we'll scroll down here, I'll show you the fees, because you're probably wondering what it's going to cost. And you can see you can choose to pay your subscription monthly or annually, and your first month is free. So again, another reason to start up as a beginner. And like I said, kids count is half the price, but the monthly fees are here. And you can see if you got $50 portfolio or less than that, then it's just completely free. Otherwise, $50 to $3,000, it's going to be $1.50 per month. Again, not much at all. And then $3,000 plus, it's $3 a month, which is equivalent of about $36 a year. So if that is the case, you should just probably go for that $30 per year fee instead. Because at the end of the day, if you can afford that $3,000 there, then you surely can afford an annual fee of $30. And for a kids account, your child has to be under 18, okay, which is fine. You know, if you're someone who's putting a $5 or $10 aside a week or a month for your child, instead of putting it just into a bank account, you might as well put it into Sharesies, because in that way you're going to get a bit of an investment gain along the way. Because then once they turn 16, because like it says, you have to be at least 16 years old, you can hand it over and let them manage it themselves. Or once they turn 18, you can then turn it over into a regular adult account and they can then manage it themselves. And down the bottom here, it says what we can invest into. So it just shows you a few here, but I'm going to sign in for you guys and we're actually going to get more deeper into that and have a better look. So I'm signed in here. We can see my portfolio. I have invested only this week. So it's a perfect example for any of you beginners there. It's all about just getting started, all right? And I'm not an expert about shares or anything like that. I don't even do a lot of research. I could do a lot of research. It's up to you how much time you want to spend doing it. But if you just want to put it into quite safer funds or ones that you know more about, then that's fine as well. You can see I've got $199.98. I have invested $200 into this portfolio, so it has gone down, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not out here freaking out because it's gone down 2 cents. I know it is going to fluctuate. Okay, investing is a roller coaster ride, so it has its ups and downs, so you got to expect that. But at the bottom here, we can actually see my investments here. So like I said, it's a New Zealand company, so we've got a few New Zealand funds here. So NZ Mid Cap, NZ Property, NZ Top 50. And then also tells you, so you got lower risk, which I don't have, but we've got medium risk as well, and we've got higher risk. And that is the Australian top 20 and also the US 500 here as well. So it's the top 500 companies in the United States. Now, obviously to begin with, we need some money to invest. So you head over to the wallet and you can see here, it gives you the options of actually adding money to your wallet. So the first one here is top up with bank deposit. So if we click on there, we can see it gives you all the details of where you're going to be depositing the money into. So that way you can actually set up an automatic payment system. So it means that every week or every fortnight or every month, you can set up that automatic payment to come out of your account and it will go to Sharesies and they'll upload it into your wallet, and then it means you can spend it from there. A second one is you can top up with your credit card. So maybe you want something right away. So that the bank deposit one can take up to 24 hours to clear through, depending on what bank you're with. If you want something straight away, if you want to invest straight away, you can use your credit card, okay? And you can just put whatever you like in there. I think the minimum is $5. You put that in, and then once you've put in your amount, you just click next, and it will take you through the payment gateway. The last one here, we have redeem a gift, okay? So maybe you've got a gift for Christmas for a Sharesies voucher, then you can put in your gift code and then upload to your wallet straight like that. And we can see my transaction history here, so we can see where my money has been going into. But once we've got that money into our wallet here, we can head over to buy. And once we're into buy, it actually shows us all the listings, all the funds we can actually invest into. So if we scroll down, alphabetical order here, we've got Australian Resources, Australian Top 20, NZ Mid Cap, NZ Top 50, all the way down to US 500. So if I click onto US 500, actually if we go back, we can also see the risks of them all. So we've got higher risk, lower risk, medium risk, everything like that. So it gives you a little bit of an overview of it before you click into it. And then once you've clicked into it, it allows you to kind of do a little bit of more insight into it and gives you a few more details. So it tells you a little bit about it. And then it's going to also say how you can make money. So there's two obvious ways for this one. The first one is the price increase. So the share goes up, and when the share goes up, it means that your money goes up as well, and then you can withdraw it if you choose to. Otherwise, keep it in there. And then you get dividends, okay? So it does pay out dividends. Most pay out twice a year, so June and December. And then you have others that actually pay out 4 times a year. And in that case, you can either choose to keep it yourself, or you can just reinvest it into your portfolio. And at the very bottom here, we have the price history. So we can see over the last month, what it's been doing, 3 months, 6 months, and so on. So we can see it went up, it came down, and then it's gradually going back up again. So I have put a little bit of money into this one myself, actually. Let's say we like the look of this fund and we want to invest in it. So if we go to the very bottom here, we can actually put in how much we want to invest. So we can either do a minimum of $5. We can click on to saying we have read and accept the product disclosure statement, which probably nobody reads, but you can choose to read it. And once you've done that, you then click add to cart. So if I click add to cart, it's actually going to come up with a little error message because I have no money in my wallet right now. But when you do click add to cart, it's going to add to your cart, and it's going to pop up with a little message that will say something like, do you want to invest in more or keep browsing? You can either do that, or another one will say go to your cart. So let's say you click more browsing, you want to buy more, then it will just take you back to this screen and it will allow you to go and buy more. So you can go into all sorts of different things and start spending that money you have in your wallet, putting it all into different things and adding it to your cart. And then once you've added all your different funds to your cart, you go to your cart and then down the bottom here, instead of saying browse investments, because obviously my cart is empty, but it will have your things in all your investments in your cart, and then you just click purchase or whatever it will say, and it will purchase it. And it won't actually go through straight away, so it will come up with this thing here. So you can see on my portfolio, I do have some, but I also have others that are pending. Okay, so some I did buy today, and it has gone through, so it doesn't take that long to go through. So I would say that this one would actually go through overnight, so by tomorrow it would have gone through and wouldn't be pending anymore. But that is all for this video today, guys. I do hope you learned something, or maybe it's actually giving you a bit of motivation or idea to actually invest your money and not just let it sit in your bank account. So I do suggest you get started, because like I said, as little as $5 a week or $10 a week, it will actually snowball from there and get better and better. And if you're a parent and you have your kids, then go get started for your kids. You can get that college fund started for them, and they'll be on their way. So go sign up and go start investing. And if you haven't subscribed already, like I said at the start of the video, then go subscribe with that little button down below. Otherwise, I actually have something either side of me here where you can subscribe, or you can actually watch the next video if you want to learn any more ways of making passive income. However, that's all for this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.